All right, I got to thinking about this after kind of thinking through a situation here with an employee, but ultimately, take the scenario, like you take another job, you're going to move on, you got 2 weeks in, you got 30 days in type of deal. How you show up during that time, in other words, you got nothing to gain in that 2 weeks of that 30 days on there. You could check out. No one's going to fault you for checking out, because at the end of the day, what's in it for you? It doesn't matter to you. It just matters to somebody else type of thing. What I will tell you, though, that 2 weeks, that 30 days defines more of your character, your self-worth, and the standard which you hold for yourself and other people than anything else you do in your life on there. When something doesn't matter to you, but it matters to somebody else, you have a choice that you have to make in terms of how you show up on a day-in and day-out basis. And ultimately, at the end of the day, again, it defines the character, the commitment you have, the integrity you hold to it. It also defines the standard which you hold for yourself and for other people. And lastly, at the end of the day, your self-worth is defined by how you show up. In other words, when you choose to show up in a lazy way, for lack of a better way to describe it, it tells me you don't have a lot of self-worth for yourself. Because if you did have self-worth, you would not allow yourself to do that. Because that's not holding up your end of the deal, not just to somebody else, but for yourself as well too. You may think it doesn't matter, that last 2 weeks, that last 30 days on there. It matters more to you on how you show up than it does your previous employer, the employer that you're leaving at that point. So again, when you get met with that circumstance, your choice at that point, your ability to continue to again, I call it show up on there mentally, emotionally, for people, for the task at hand, your ability to do that right there will dictate your future. That builds your confidence, builds your self-worth. It raises your standard. It gets rid of these crappy tolerations you keep in your life. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it builds your character, and character defines how high you will climb, period. So the next time you get in a circumstance where it doesn't matter to you on there, it does. It may not feel like it's short-term, but long-term, it freaking does. Show up.